Hi everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the introduction to hypothesis testing of the linear regressions. We start off some intuition and I will provide some example. Let's get started. Hypothesis is the claim about the value of the population parameter, development of the purpose of the testing, the belief of the theory. Hypothesis testing, statistical assessment of the claim, the statement regarding the populations. Here we draw the population and the sample. In the green color, beta true, it's my population beta, and it's the yellow, it's beta hat is my sample. In when we're making some inference, is beta hat from given the observation is sufficiently close to my actual beta. When we stating we testing the hypothesis, we have some procedures. Let me step by step we'll look through this one in the one example. Here the one example is given that the earnings is equal to minus 13.93 plus it's the 2.45 S. S is the years of the schooling, and the standard deviation of beta 0, the intercept is equal to 3.21, and that is the standard deviations, standard error of the slope is equal to 0.23, and error term is normal distribution between 0 and sigma square. The true model is equal to earnings is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 Si plus Ui. The first step, state the hypothesis. The hypothesis here as follow. You ask it to test if your earnings depend on the salary. If yes, beta 1 is not equal to 0. If no, beta 1 is equal to 0. Here, our null hypothesis, beta 1 is equal to 0, and alternative is the beta 1 is not equal to 0. Here, we mentioned in the beginning of the video, we are making the inference, the look into sample, we're making the inference about the populations. And here, we should put the note. We're making here the statement, the claim about the population, not sample. Because of it, we're writing beta 1 is equal to 0. If we're writing the hypothesis on sample beta 1 hat, it will be the wrong. The second here, I want to say the one more thing we should put the note before going to further. It's useful to review the sign of the both hypotheses. The null hypothesis can take the equal or at least or minimum, and at most maximum not greater. On the other hand, the alternative hypothesis can take not equal or different, less than and more than. If you do not distinguish this sign carefully, you will make the wrong inference. The correct sign of the depends on how the statement looks like. Once you said it's the hypothesis, the second step, select the appropriate test statistic. The step is determined it's a distinguished type. For example, it's normally distribution, T distribution, chi-square distribution, F distributions. We should choose the one out of them. And here in our example, using the mean, beta 1 is the mean, and there is the n is the 540 observation we have. So we're using the Z distributions. Next step, we should specify the level of the significance. Significant, we'll check our hypothesis at 5% significance level. And the next step, state the decision rule regarding the hypothesis. And from my hypothesis, this one is the beta 1 is equal to 0. We know we should know this is the two-tail test. Two-tail test, this is the rejection area. This is the green color is since this one is the two-tail test, alpha should be divided by 2. 2.5 from the left side, and from the right side 2.5%. And we look at the value from the Z table. the table value of the statistic, sample statistic, is equal to, the table value is equal to minus 1.965. 1.965. This is the step 4. Step 5. Collect the sample and calculate the sample statistic. We calculating it's the z value. Z value is equal to 10 point Next step, the sixth, the make decision regarding the hypothesis. Depending on the type of distribution of estimator, you can calculate a test statistic in the step 5th and compare it with the respectable table value, which is in the step 4, and we making the decisions. And we should keep in our mind that we are not trying to prove that the correctness of the null hypothesis. We try to provide the evidence to reject the null hypothesis. And according to how strong our evidence, we can reject or fail to reject our null hypothesis. And the step 6, we are comparing. If we will compare the test statistic with the table value, and we notice there is 10.65, they will fall into rejection area. And we reject our null hypothesis, and we make we conclude that schooling affects earnings. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching my video.